friends, this is Sriman Telgave. So today we will learn the third object-oriented programming concept, that is a polymorphism, and this is a part second of the object-oriented programming series, and we will learn the what is polymorphism and type of polymorphism and example of static and dynamic polymorphism in this video. So we will go one by one. So first one is what is polymorphism? So first one is what is polymorphism? If you say polymorphism, if we divide the word polymorphism, poly and morphism, poly it means many and morphism means a form. So poly means many and morphism means form. So means a one name many forms means a polymorphism. So you can also say in a simple word, polymorphism means one object behave as a different form. One object behave as a different form is called a polymorphism. So this is a very simple definition of polymorphism. Polymorphism means one object behaving as a different forms, or one name many forms. So the example of a polymorphism means a person. A person is best example of polymorphism. So if I say a person, so person behave as a son in house, or a person behave as a employee in the office, or a person behave as a customer in the shopping mall. So this is a very simple example of a polymorphism. What is polymorphism means? So polymorphism is a one object behave as a different forms or multiple forms. So person is a one object, but the behaving of a person is a different, means a person can behave as a son in house, at that same person can behave as an employee in the office, and that same person behave as a customer in the shopping mall. So person is a one object, but the behaving of the person is a different. So the behavior of the person in a house as a son, and the behavior of the person in the office as an employee, and the behavior of the person in the shopping mall as a customer. So we can say person is a one object, the behavior of the person is a different. Second is a type of polymorphism. So type of polymorphism, there are two types of polymorphism: static polymorphism, static or compile time polymorphism. Static or compile time polymorphism. And the second one is a dynamic or runtime polymorphism. So first one is a static or compile time polymorphism, and second one is a dynamic or a runtime polymorphism. So we will go with one by one. First one is a compile time polymorphism. So compile time polymorphism. So what is a compile time polymorphism means? In the compile time polymorphism, the compiler known which method is going to call at compile time. So compile time polymorphism means, you can simply say, in the compile time polymorphism, the compiler known which method is going to call at compile time is called a compile time polymorphism or a static polymorphism. So compile time polymorphism can be achieved or performed by using method overloading. So compile time polymorphism can be achieved by using method overloading. So you may have a question, what is meant by a method overloading? So method overloading means a same method name but different signature. So method overloading means same method name with different signature. Method overloading means a same name with different signature. Same method name in a different signature. Method overloading means a same name with a different signature. So method overloading can be done in a same class or parent child class. So method overloading can be done in same class or parent child classes. We can take one example of a compile time polymorphism by using a method overloading. So you can simply say what is meant by a compile time polymorphism means, in the compile time polymorphism, the compiler known which method is going to call at compile time means it is called a compile time polymorphism. Second point is, compile time polymorphism can be achieved by using method overloading. And so we may have one question, what is a method overloading? So method overloading means a same method name with different signature is called a method overloading. So method overloading can be performed in a same class or parent and child classes. So for example, the real-time example, how can we achieve the compile time polymorphism? So create a one console application with name as a method overloading example, and so we will create a one class, public class, and I give the name is a user. User is a one class, and I will add a simple method, public. Return type of method is a void, and a method name is a add. And it's taking two parameter, int x comma int y. This is a very simple method. So the method is used to calculate the addition of two numbers. So comma x plus y. So this is add method which is used to add the addition of two numbers. I will create one more method called a public void. Same, so method name is same, but I will pass the different signature. So int x comma int y comma int z. So the method name is same, but I will provide a different signature. So in the first, if you see in the first method, I have taken only a two parameter int x comma int y, but in a second method I have taken a three parameter int x comma int y comma int z, and I will simply write a string called addition of number called a given number. So in x plus y plus and z. So you can see we have created a one class called a user class, and user class has a two method, same method name but a different signature. So add, it will take a two parameter int x comma int y, and second method it is taking a three parameter int x int y and int z. So both the method is used to addition of a given number. So first method is addition of two number and second method is addition of three number. I will call this both the method in a from main method. So I will create object of a user class and I will call a user dot add. So you can see in this so there is a two method displaying at a compile time. So it is showing a two method parameter. So it is a compile time, it is displaying the first method. So first overloaded method, it will taking a two parameter int x comma int y, and second method is showing it will taking a three parameter int x int y and int z. You can call any one of the method by using a object of the class. So the compiler known which method is going to call at compile time. So you can see there are two methods. So compiler known which method is going to call. If I pass the two parameter 10 comma 20, so the first method is going to call. And if I pass the three parameters, so compiler known the second method is going to call. So the compile time polymorphism, the compiler known which method is going to call at compile time. So this is a very simple concept of a method overloading. So I'm calling, if you see, if I pass the two parameter, then the first method is going to call, and if I pass the three parameter, then it will call the second method. I will build the application. Yes. So you can see in the output, so both the method is get both method called. So first method is addition of two number is 30 and addition of three number is 60. So both the method is called. So this is a very simple example of a method overloading. So method overloading can be done in a same class. So we have achieved the method overloading in a same class, and we can overload it in a parent and child class also. So let's take one example. So simply I will create a one more class, public class, and I will call it a child class. So and I will inherit this class using a user. So we will change the name of the classes. I will call it this one is a parent class, and this one is a child class. Simply I will remove this method from a parent class and I will paste in a child class. So method overloading can be done in a same class or in a parent and child class. We'll create object of a child class. Child is equal to new child, and I will call child.add. So you can see the two method is overloaded. So you can see the two method is overloaded. First one is it will taking a two parameter int x comma int y, and second one is int x, int y, and integer. So in the compile time polymorphism, the compiler known which method is going to call. So if I pass the two parameter, then it will call the first parent method, and if I pass a three parameter int x, int y, and integer, then it will call the child method. So simply I will run the application and let's check what's the output. So output is the same. You can see the output is addition of two number is first one is a 30 and second one is a 60. So the output is the same. We have checked the same example in a same class. So this is a very simple example of a compile time polymorphism. So a compile time polymorphism, it is also called early binding polymorphism. So it is also called early binding polymorphism. So we have taken this example of a compile time. This is completed, and we will go with the second type of a polymorphism, that is a runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism. So a runtime polymorphism or a dynamic polymorphism. So what is a runtime polymorphism? In the runtime polymorphism, the compiler known which method is going to call at runtime. So very simple. What is a runtime polymorphism means? A runtime polymorphism, in the runtime polymorphism, the compiler known which method is going to call at runtime is called a runtime polymorphism. So second point is runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism can be achieved by using method overriding. So runtime polymorphism can be achieved by using method overriding. A runtime polymorphism, so it is also called a dynamic polymorphism. Dynamic polymorphism or late binding polymorphism. Dynamic polymorphism or late binding polymorphism. So the runtime polymorphism can be achieved by using a method overriding. So you may have a question, so what is meant by a method overriding? So if you say a method overriding means same method name with the same signature, same method name and same signature, but the method overriding can be achieved by using a parent and child class. So method overriding can be performed in a child and parent class. So method overriding means creating same method with same signature in parent and child class. So method overriding means creating same method with same signature in parent and child classes. It can be done. So method overriding can be done, or you can say performed. Method overriding can be performed in parent and child classes. We cannot perform the method overriding in a same class. So we must need to perform if we want to work with a method overriding, then we can go with the parent and child classes. In order to work with method overriding, there are two points. First one is the parent class method. Parent class method should be declared with virtual keyword. So in order to work in order to work with the method overriding, there are 2 points we need to remember. First point is the parent class method should be declared with virtual keyword, and second one is the child class can override a parent class method by using override keyword. So this is a very simple 2 points we need to remember in order to work with the method overriding. First point is the parent class method should be declared with a virtual keyword, and second one is the child class can override parent class method by using override keyword. Let's start with an example. We will take one example to understand the concept of a runtime polymorphism. Create one console application and provide the meaningful name. So create a console application and provide the meaningful name called a method overriding example, and so we will create a class called a parent, and we will create one simple method to understand the concept of method overriding. So I will say public, and I will say a virtual keyword, and return type is void, and I will simply say a method name is, or we can say simply a print. So it will used to print the only a simple message. So this is a very simple method we have declared. Print method called from a parent class, and second I will create one more class called a class, and I will simply say a child class, and I will inherit the child class. I will inherit the parent class in a child, or I will override the parent method in a child class. So simply how can we override the method means by using a override keyword. So public override keyword, return type is a void. So return type is a void, and method name is a print method. So print method, and I will provide a different definition. Print method called from child class. So print method is called from child class. So simple. We have created two classes. First one is a parent class which contain a print method, and second class is a child class inherit from a parent, and we have override the parent or a base class method in a child class. So simply we have override the parent method in a child class. We will create a reference a variable of a parent p, and I will say p is equal to new parent, and I will call p dot print method. So p dot print method, and second I will create object of p is equal to new child, and I will simply say p dot print method. So you can see in this scenario the compiler does not know which method is going to call at compile time. So compiler known which method is going to call at a runtime. So this polymorphism is called a runtime polymorphism. So that's why the name has given a runtime polymorphism. Simply I will build the application and I will start. So you can see, so first method is called the print method called from a parent class. So first is called a parent class and second is called from a child class. I hope you have understand the basic concept of a polymorphism. So we have covered what is polymorphism and type of polymorphism and the example of static polymorphism and a dynamic polymorphism. So next video we will going to learn inheritance in a C#. So if you like my video, then please subscribe and add your valuable comment. That will be encouraged to develop more and more